Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to IRT Live. We have our second semifinal matchup. The King, Kane Waselenchuk, taking on Alvaro Beltran. It's the match that the fans here have been waiting for. This is Kane's hometown, so there's people out here that want to see him play. Amazingly, these two players have played 51 times on tour. They have a combined 40 seasons on tour. So seasoned veterans, these two are one of them. Kane's winning percentage coming into this match, 92%. That's like unprecedented. Alvaro, 65%. Kane is considered the most decorated pro player with the most titles, but Beltran is one of the few that have defeated him as of late. Last year, in a quarterfinal matchup, Beltran took out Kane Waselenchuk in a stunning tiebreaker in Sarasota, Florida. With 25 times these two have played in the semifinals alone. Again, only 2 of them went to a tiebreaker. That's kind of amazing. So look for this to end in 2. Beltran, he's looking for the upset, and Kane Waselenchuk is looking to keep his dominance going, especially right here in Austin, Texas. So what's the key to this matchup? Is serve, serve, serve. Everybody knows Kane has the bullet serves, but Alvaro's lob serve, is it going to work? I don't know. We shall see. Players are getting ready for the coin flip right here in Austin, Texas. We'll take maybe a short commercial break, and we'll be back for the start of this match right here on IRT Live.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. For those who are just joining us, we are about to start the second semifinal of the evening. And last, Daniel de la Rosa will wait the winner of this match to meet tomorrow in the finals at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So Alvaro Beltran versus Kane Waselenchuk. Game number 1 as Kane wins the toss and he gets to serve. As you can hear, the crowd here is going wild. Kane in his hometown. The people are ready. We are ready. We are almost about to begin. So, Dean, what do you think about this? What are you expecting?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. Kane really hasn't had a match. He played Moscoso earlier today. His first round was against Acuna. It was quite easy for him. Alvaro always plays very tough. But, again, hometown. I think there's just something inside Kane today that's saying he wants to win. Now, I'm not saying that Alvaro can't beat him. I just know it's going to be difficult.
Well, the odds are against Alvaro, but that's how he likes it. He talked about him feeling that pressure of Kane being in his hometown, and he likes it. If there's someone who likes to be playing as an underdog, it is Alvaro Beltran as he gets that side out.
But, Fabio, did you hear me? These two played 51 times.
51 times, exactly.
51. That's pretty amazing.
But Alvaro Beltran is the last man to have defeat Kane on the court. As you mentioned, in Sarasota last season.
That skipped.
So it's a side out call by the referee, appeal by Alvaro Beltran. The call stands, appeal used. So Alvaro Beltran loses his first appeal.
That ball skipped.
Well, sideline judges see it differently. And Kane sees it differently as well as he
Nice.
scores point number 2.
Nice flat rollout there by Kane Waselenchuk.
So 2 serving 0 on the headpan scoreboard.
So what do you guys think in the chat box? What do you think about this match? I want to say hi to Charlie Pratt in the chat box. I thought that was a 2-bounce get there by Kane.
The first of the match as Kane scores point number 3. So early on, Kane with a 3-point lead now.
I didn't think Kane got that ball, to be honest, Fabio. I mean, my glasses broke, so don't listen to anything I said. That's an ace.
Ace serve from Kane Waselenchuk. Want to thank everybody that are watching on their phone or at home. Please like our posts, share our feed, make racquetball available for the rest of the world. Watch these amazing athletes perform. Ace.
Another ace.
Kane goes 5-0. Skip shot.
Not an ace, but a bullet of a serve there early here in game 1, 6 serving 0. The dominance of Kane Waselenchuk.
Short serve. Second opportunity for Kane.
So one of the things Kane said is his hockey buddies wanted to know if there was a place for them to tailgate here tonight. What
And
a
no
shot.
place for errors right there for Kane Waselenchuk as he scores point number 7.
Did Alvaro serve once, right? He did.
Yes.
Yeah, he had that one side out. 7 serving 0 on that head pen scoreboard.
Alvaro Beltran
Skipped it in.
diving. Unsuccessful. Kane scores point number 8.
Big lead for Kane Waselenchuk.
Big lead.
Fabio. I'm kind of speechless to you.
Big lead, but you know he's not happy. He wants to win dominantly.
Absolutely, but he said he also does like the battles, the close battles, and he usually can get one with Alvaro Beltran because Beltran is one of the players who thinks he can win.
Wow, and just like that, what a reverse pinch right there.
That was smooth as silk. Smooth. That's my new favorite line, like liquid butter, coming from Rod Southwood.
Down the line, Kane Waselenchuk, wow.
I don't know.
So 8 serving 0 on the head pen scoreboard. Wow, great shot there as Kane scores paint number 9. And you know what, Dean, we talked about this back in the Portland tournament 5 weeks ago. That racket change for Kane Waselenchuk has proven to pay its dividends right now. He seems well adjusted. I talked to him about it, and he seems good.
Good pickup there by Bell. Alvaro called it a double bounce.
It's a double bounce.
He's like, he didn't call it. And Alvaro's like, I knew I hit it twice. It was a double bounce, or it bounced twice. It looked really good.
So 10 serving 0 on the head pen scoreboard.
Wow, what a bullet. But it was short.
It was short. Overhead. Replay is
Kane
called.
forgot he's not at the hockey rink. But Alvaro's established position, and he's got to be able to swing, and that's his shot. It's a really bad serve from Kane. I actually disagree with that call.
It was short. Same sort of serve. Now Alvaro goes the other way, and he pays for it as Kane scores point number 11. 11 points and 11 minutes, Dean.
We've been on the air for 11 minutes. Alvaro says, try to get that one.
What a good side out there by Alvaro Beltran. You know, even though we're in Austin and it's Kane's hometown, there are some people here cheering for Alvaro Beltran. That's a change of pace.
Well, you know what? Alvaro's trying to change the pace and the height, speed, and the angle of the ball. He's kind of throwing some junk out, Kane. And he's looking for a clap, and he gets it.
So Alvaro Beltran, 1, serving 11. Short serve. See, he's not doing that lob. It's not effective in his first serve, but he will now.
Now, Kane likes to cut that off. And do that. Now you're getting the showmanship of Alvaro Beltran.
So Alvaro Beltran, so charismatic.
Yeah, I mean,
always.
and that's going to keep him, you know, fluid here.
And you know what? That's some of the things that Alvaro does. One of the gifts he brings to the game of racquetball, being that charismatic and winning the crowd over all the time.
Well, it's hard not to like an Alvaro Beltran.
Ooh, wow.
Kane giving him a little bit of his own medicine. But what a cut-off reverse pitch from Alvaro Beltran.
We're seeing a very different Alvaro Beltran than what he saw against Samuel Murray earlier today.
Kane does it himself. I don't think it was close. So what he's saying is the ball's is bouncing right over the short line. It's pretty impossible for him to stand up and cut it off.
So Kane changing his glove, as we can see in the camera.
So just because your feet are on the or before the dotted line, that doesn't mean that the racket or the doesn't cross the dotted line.
So see how Kane took the opportunity right there while Alvaro was talking to the referee to change his glove. That's a good strategy. He has in the shorts. He has in his pocket. He has a glove, so he changed it. So
wow,
that's good. Keep it. It's a very smart, very fresh play.
And Alvaro's pointing to the sky saying,
justice.
The racquetball god always, always, always comes through.
That's a good strategy by Kane. Maybe people watching at home and on their phone can take that one.
Yeah, as long as you do it within your 10 seconds.
You're good to go. You always want to have a fresh and clean glove with you at all times.
What a bullet of a return of serve right there by Kane Waselenchuk.
That's another point there for Kane Waselenchuk, who's now on top again at 11-point deficit right now. 12 serving 1.
Here you go.
Short serve. You know, maybe Samuel Murray. I hope he's watching Samuel Murray, watch his fellow countryman here, because that what Kane did with the glove switching. Maybe Samuel Murray can do the same, only he has to put it in a Ziploc bag because he sweats a lot.
Absolutely. Nice cross-court pass by Alvaro Beltran as he gets the serve back at 1-12. Very hard for us to get all our sponsor reads in this match.
It's going so
it's
fast.
going so fast. Short serve. Alvaro's going to go with a high lob, probably try to nick that glass wall. No. Comes back to Kane's forehand. What hands on Kane Waselenchuk. He can go from hard to soft really quick.
Well, that's the thing that I like about Kane on that play right there. He saw where Alvaro was, and his foot stance wasn't that well, so he didn't have to take a risky shot. Just put it in the corner, lay it up, gets the side out. Now he's back in the box.
Set up off the back wall.
Two bounces right there.
Hit that crack again.
Point number 13.
I'll tell you, good players hit the crack a lot, Fabio, and I can't say it's luck. So those in the chat box, Kane is 38. Yes, you are correct.
Point number 14. Game point number 1 here for Kane Waselenchuk.
Short serve. Pablo, we're going to stay here and do some of the sponsors when we're done.
Kane for the game.
Double fault.
It's rare to see Kane make a double fault, yet he did this time. He has a comfortable and commanding lead, though. Nothing to worry about.
Set up Kane, takes a forehand.
Two bounces right there called by the referee.
He called Alvaro with a 2-bounce get there. I didn't see that, Fabio, did you?
I thought it was a skip, not a 2-bounce get. He's called skip, okay.
Oh, I thought he said 2-bounce get. I couldn't hear. Thanks for the clarification, ladies and gentlemen. El Twinkie from Mr. Norm. That's what he's saying here. 15-1, maybe.
And you see how Kane takes that.
Waselenchuk, as he hits the winner, he looks at his friends up in the crowd and said, how about that? Unbelievable. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to real quickly, we need to thank our sponsors of the tour. We have Head Pen, we have Gearbox, we have Rollout, we have My Pillow, we have MLG Holdings, we have Freight Management Logistics. Please check them out. All of our sponsors are right up there. You can also find them on our website, irttour.com. You can also click on a link and find out all of our events, and our ranking points are all there. So that's that. As far as the local sponsors here, there's a few of them, and I'm going to read a nice list of them. And one of them is Chuck Grisson Law, Cornerstone Group, the Cornerstone Group. We're going to talk about Cox and Core. Fix My Racket is also a sponsor. They have a beautiful commercial out with them. Gulf Coast Graphics, KRP Rentals, Splathead.com, T-Ray, and Thoroughbred. Now, Thoroughbred supplied a lot of the morning breakfast burritos, so I want to thank them for that. They were absolutely fantastic, and you can see Fix My Racket right up there. There's just not enough time in this game to fully tell you all about them, but we told you about them last match, and now we made mention of them here. But we have,
one of the greatest players playing right here in his hometown, and the crowd is packed, Fabio.
It is packed.
So players exchange pleasantries on the court.
So Alvaro will start us off with the serve right now.
What do you do after losing 15-1, Fabio?
You come out guns blazing because you have nothing to lose. And just like that, Kane Waselenchuk gets a side out.
0 serving 0. What do you guys think in the chat box? What do you think the score is going to be here? Let me hear you.
Second opportunity there for Kane Waselenchuk.
Broken ball. So that will be a replay. Anytime the ball breaks during a rally on the serve, the rule is hashtag just a replay.
Kane Waselenchuk to the serve. Skip shot there by Beltran.
So Fabio, obviously, Alvaro hails from Mexico. He's one of the best players in Mexico. There's a lot of guys in the chat box. We need to let them know what's going on, please. Nice
Side out there.
there.
Queremos darle las gracias a todos. Bienvenidos por estar viendo este juego de semifinal del IRT entre Kane Waselenchuk y Alvaro Beltran. Alvaro Beltran, claro, de Tijuana, México. Un saludo a todos los mexicanos que están viendo desde su teléfono, desde su casa. Denle like a nuestro post, compartan nuestra liga para que compartan el racquetball hacia todo el mundo.
El Flatty. Can you say a Flatty? In Spanish, it's the same as English. Flatty.
Same as English.
Short serve.
I want to say hi to everybody, as I did in Spanish, to everybody in Mexico watching Alvaro Beltran. Of course, he had a lot of fan base right there in Mexico, but also in the United States, he had a lot of fans. Glenn.
Beautiful shot by Alvaro Beltran.
So 0 serving 1 still. Alvaro Beltran looking to get on the board right now. Change of pace right there, but Kane guesses that ball straight down the line.
No answer.
Short serve, second opportunity. I want to welcome to the chat box Alvaro Beltran's biggest fan, Mr. Rafael Filippini. Kane
Wow.
Waselenchuk,
He hit
point.
that with such force. You know, Kane just had court position right there.
Oh, and he did.
Alvaro didn't really get a good shot on that, and Kane just buried it into the corner. It had so much force coming off that side wall.
Skip shot there by Beltran, who gives up point number 3 to Kane Waselenchuk. His body language right now for Alvaro, it's not very positive. He knows he has his back against the wall. He might want to change that if he wants to keep it in this.
Yeah, no, the body language is just not there from Alvaro. The Kane train has left the station, as we like to say a few times here. He's shooting well.
He's just not giving Alvaro Beltran any room to make his shots. Like right there, skip shot again by Alvaro Beltran. So point number 4.
Kane not really serving well, believe it or not. He had a lot of short serves.
Down the line,
right down the
sidewall,
line,
front west
re-kill.
sidewall. Kane Waselenchuk, 5 points in a row right now. Starting to get a comfortable lead, Kane.
Yeah, and you know what happens when he gets comfortable? Like I said before, when he wins game one, I mean, his confidence level for game two just, you know, explodes.
Between the legs, Kane skips a shot to the right
Skipped it
corner.
in right there. And Alvaro skipped an easy one. Kane's looking at him like, I gave you, you had the opportunity. What'd you do?
Yeah, Alvaro had a clear shot right there. He had so many options. He was in front of the court. Alvaro just seems to not be in this match at all right now. So 5-0 Kane.
You know, I mean, 15-1 will do it to you. You know, it'll really set your, it takes the wind out of your sail.
But I've mentioned it before. The true mark of a champion is coming back from behind and still winning the match. It's not just being tough when you're on top the whole time. It's being tough all the time. Getting back, winning, moving forward. Just not the case for Alvaro Beltran tonight, it seems. Wow.
What a get by Kane Waselenchuk.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow. That behind the back right there by Kane Waselenchuk was really impressive.
And he wins the rally.
And Alvaro gets a side out in the right corner.
Beltran. Skipped it in.
Skip ball. Point number 1 for Alvaro Beltran, who gets on the board now. 1 serving 6 on the headpan scoreboard.
I'm going to predict Alvaro coming back here in this game. We're going to a tiebreaker, Fabio.
Well, I hope you're right. You see Javier Estrada joining us in the booth.
I think he's on a bus on his way to Sioux Falls. What a shot right there.
So Kane again in command. 6 serving 1.
I want to
Short
say
serve.
hi to Freddie in the chat box from Restrung Magazine. Freddie, how are you? So Kane Waselenchuk clearly in the driver's seat here.
I love those offensive shots from Kane from the back
You see
right
Kane
now.
just shot it at about, well, it says 106, but he looked like he just tapped that ball. Now that one was 91. It just changed.
So 7 serving 1 on the headpan scoreboard.
That was a bullet at 42 miles an hour.
That was just ridiculous.
Ace. So Javier Estrada says he's sick in the hotel. Good pick up there by Waselenchuk.
That's point number 9.
Beautiful shot by Kane Waselenchuk for 9, serving 1. Drive serve.
Wow, Alvaro very smooth to the left corner right there.
Yeah,
Minimal effort.
really bad serve. I mean, that hit the sidewall. That came right into Alvaro's wheelhouse. Very easy shot for him. I'm surprised he took it and didn't want the avoidable. So I like the fact that he took it.
Wow. Kane ran all the way for that one. I'm surprised he missed that shot. You know, he just tapped that ball right there. Alvaro Beltran was not going to run to the front of the court.
He was not moving.
He was not moving at all.
If he had a camera, he would have took a picture. That's where he was standing.
He could have appealed himself. Down the line, Kane putting it a mile away from Beltran. Alvaro, great cross-court shot.
2 bad serves in a row from Kane Waselenchuk.
And Alvaro doesn't miss those opportunities right there to go on offense, so he took them. He's there. So 2 serving 9 of the headpen scoreboard. Short serve.
You know what I'm not seeing from Alvaro is Alvaro usually likes to take his time before he's serving. He's serving very rapidly up there. He's not trying to slow anything down.
Wow. And Kane never taken a miss opportunity there. He likes making those shots. Short one.
Sir.
I want to thank everybody watching on their phone or at home. Please like our posts, share our feed, make racquetball available for the rest of the world, and watch these great athletes perform. As Alvaro Beltran skips that ball and awards Kane point number 10.
He's going for that reverse pinch into the corner that he effectively hit early in game 1 twice.
I want to say hi to Alan Natera, who's just joining us here in the chat box. Alan Natera is still playing in the open draw.
It's a good serve.
Kane Waselenchuk, point number 11.
Running backwards, kill shot down the line. Perfect spot for Kane Waselenchuk.
Alvaro just giving up. That not a good shot there by Beltran.
Down the line.
Not a good shot there. So Kane.
3 points away.
So Kane Waselenchuk is with a 10-point commanding lead right now. Doesn't seem like he's going to give it up. Alvaro Beltran.
Nice little rollout himself, Mr. Beltran. The last time he scored like this few points against Kane was 2015-16. In 2016, he had about, in 3 games, he scored 9 points. In 3 games, he scored 2 points in 2015. You know, mostly he's been getting 12 and 2 and 6 and 12. And, you know, obviously the last time they played, Alvaro won. Perfect shot down the line.
Great shot by Kane Waselenchuk. Wow, Kane, great hands.
Little cut.
Great hands to the right corner right there, increasing his lead yet once more. 13 serving 2. Kane Waselenchuk trying to close it in. 2 points away.
Not a good serve again.
Not a good one.
Alvaro made him pay. I think that skipped. No.
It's a fist pump right there by Kane Waselenchuk. So it is a side out. He called the skip, but it was overruled by Beltran.
He's up 12-2. He's complaining about 1 ball.
What did you? it just shows you the competitiveness of Kane Waselenchuk and how
get it.
dominant he wants to be.
You want the call right, as a player.
Yes, you do. Wow, Beltran.
What a rollout from
What a
Beltran.
reverse.
So, Beltran in the box. Doubled up his game 1. He's sitting at 213. Good serve.
Wow, Alvaro
He's got
Beltran.
the whole line.
He's got the whole line, yet he misses that shot. Very uncharacteristic of the Sorcerer Supreme.
Kane
just
was
no
on that,
magic tonight from the Sorcerer.
But he was on that.
Skip shot.
So we got our first match point opportunity for Kane Waselenchuk.
So it seems Kane is trying to keep us on schedule.
A 30-minute match. Well, let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Kane, drive serve.
Wow.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Kane Waselenchuk will move on. And there's signs in there.
So Kane Waselenchuk takes the semifinal with the numbers of 15-1, 15-2. Crowd is happy. You got a lot of people here cheering for the #1 player on tour. Want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching. What are your final thoughts here on this match, Dean?
Well, you know, Fabio, we talked earlier about, the hometown here for Kane Waselenchuk. It's the story of the weekend here. Everything's flowing for him. He seems happy and focused on the court. It might have to do with his kids are watching, and they haven't get a chance to watch him in a while live. And all that plays into factor. He's got his friends watching live. They've never seen him watch, play a tournament before. All that adrenaline is pumping in, and he's just channeling it right onto the racquetball court.
And he doesn't submit in any way to the pressure that he had. And we'll see tomorrow. We have an exciting match for you, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow. So Daniel de la Rosa, Kane Waselenchuk tomorrow at 12:30 Central Standard Time to watch. It's going to be a good one.
I absolutely agree with you. We're going to come back, with player interviews coming up here. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the players for their moment in the sun right here on IRT Live.
RYDF helped us a lot with almost every tournament with the hotel. That it's one of the expenses. Without them, I don't think I could go to every tournament to play. Well, I love racquetball and I want to be the best. I want to be one of the youngest players to ever win a title or the US Open.
I think one of the biggest things about Gearbox is just the quality and the reliability of their product. I know that no matter what I do, whatever product I choose, whatever racket I choose, I'm gonna like it no matter what. It's something that's very comforting as a player to have a very consistent product in your hand every single practice session, match, after match. It's just really nice to have. My name's Bobby Horn. Don't make a mistake. Get yourself an M40 right now.
keeps me going in racquetball is my family, everybody who supports me, and just the feel of a win at the end of a tournament is what keeps me going. That's all I need. Winning is something you just can't explain to somebody unless they've felt it before. You know all the hard work has paid off, and you've tried so hard to get to that point, and you finally do it, and it's amazing. I'm Holly Scott, I play for Gearbox, and you should too.
The foundation supports a lot of players. They help with expenses and room and all that kind of stuff, so it's a lot of help for us, the players. It motivates us, the players, to play more tournaments, to train harder, to keep our level high. It makes me feel special because they are really nice people. They treat you nice. They make you feel like you're important.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and as you know, my passion is to help each and every one of you get the best sleep of your life. That's why I created my new Giza Dreams bed sheets. I guarantee you they'll be the most comfortable sheets you'll ever own.
With the Giza Dream Sheets, I'm getting the best sleep of my life.
I do not like my sheets. I love my Giza Dream Sheets.
I guarantee you the first night you sleep on my sheets, you'll never want to sleep on anything else.
Go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen right now. Giza Dreams are made with the finest, most sought-after cotton in the world. MyPillow Giza Dream Sheets are available in a variety of colors and will be the softest, most comfortable sheets you will ever own. And listen to this. For a limited time, when you use your promo code, Mike will send you a second set of Giza Dream Sheets absolutely free. That's 2 sets of sheets for the price of 1.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit mypillow.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Dean Bear sitting here with Alvaro Beltran. Alvaro, that was a tough one.
Yes, I mean, congratulations to Kane. He played an incredible match. He gave me very few opportunities. I didn't took advantage of those very few opportunities, and I don't know, man. He was inspired. I don't know why he was so inspired this time.
Well, he's got his hockey friends here, so, you know, every single shot he was kind of looking up to them. But, you know, going back to what we talked about earlier, Alvaro, your signature serve against the glass wall, I talked to Daniel about it earlier. It's not bouncing the way that you want it. And then your drive serve was not hitting either, and he was pretty much all over that. So you had few opportunities. What was the atmosphere like in there?
I mean, I was enjoying it, even though, I mean, he was kicking my butt, but I was enjoying every moment. You don't get this many opportunities during the year to play the best player in the world, but I mean, it's early in the year. I'm going to have more opportunities, and I'm looking forward. I mean, he played incredible. I didn't play my best. I mean, I got to get my I have things to work on. I mean, I'm 41, and my second match is always harder on my body, so I got to work on that. And but congrats to him. He played amazing.
So speaking of age, and you've played Kane 51 times in tier 1s. That's remarkable. And between the two of you, you have 40 years experience on tour. So that says something, Alvaro. You're probably one of the best players to ever play from the country of Mexico. So, you know, congrats to you there for a great semifinalist. Do you need to say thank you to people back at home and your sponsors?
Yes, I just want to say hi to everyone in Tijuana and San Diego. Sorry I didn't play my best, but I'll come back stronger next weekend. So thank you to Gearbox, my sponsor, and see you guys next week.
So you want to see Alvaro Beltran? Tune in actually this Friday from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We'll take a very short commercial break, and we'll be back with Kane Waselenchuk right here on IRT Live. Stay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Dean Bear sitting here with Kane Waselenchuk. Kane, that was an unbelievable match in your hometown with all your boys here. And when I say boys, meaning your hockey team, fantastic effort out there. Alvaro, you played Alvaro 51 times, and between the two of you got over 40 years experience on tour. It's kind of amazing. How do you feel after that win here in the hometown?
Yeah, obviously to win in hometown in front of all my friends and family, obviously it's great. I mean, even in an early round. I felt it during the warm-up, and I mean, look, let's be honest here. It's easy to get pumped up, when you have the support that I do here, and it's just it's a lot of fun, seeing the boys come and support me.
So is that the first time? I mean, they may have watched you play, on a Wednesday, but in an actual tournament, was that the first time?
This is the first time for all the hockey guys to watch me, even whether it's practice or not. So I don't know if anyone noticed, but I wore my Canadian colors today. So,
Well, it showed out there. I mean, you gave Alvaro no room to breathe. And if we even go back to when you're playing Conrado, even though he was somewhat injured, normally you'll see a player maybe lob serve him. Your drive, so you're looking to get in and out. Hats off to you for an excellent match right there against Alvaro.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, look, Alvaro is sneaky. It's like 1 minute he looks like he's falling apart, and the next minute he starts rolling balls. So, he kind of has that lazy style, and sometimes it can kind of lull you to sleep a little bit, And so I just wanted to stay focused, and it's hard sometimes when you have a 10-1, 11-1 lead, and the next thing you know he has 4 or 5, and then it's 11-6, and it's a whole different match. So I just wanted to stay on him and stay aggressive. I just wanted to get the serve in, and then I knew if I could get into somewhat of a little bit of a rally with him, I knew that I would be at the advantage. I'd have the advantage. So, look, I was feeling good all match, and even in my warm up, everything felt just perfect. So, you got to love those days.
Absolutely. So tomorrow, another finals for you. You're playing, another foe, Daniel De La Rosa. He's shooting pretty well today. What's the game plan for tomorrow for Kane Waselenchuk?
Well, look, if I could say there's a game plan, the game plan would be play like I did today, But, overall, I mean, look, he's a great player. But this is my house, and I'm walking away with the W no matter what tomorrow.
There you have it. Let's say thank you to all those sponsors. And by the way, is Action Coffee here in Austin, right?
It is in Austin here, yeah. Action Coffee, Racquetball Warehouse, Pro Kenix. Obviously it's a pleasure working with all those guys, and I appreciate the support.
Well, Kane, excellent match. I like seeing all the signs out here. Your buddies had signs. Your kids had signs. A lot of guys here from Canada. Yeah. I love it. I feel like I'm at a hockey game. I'm loving it, actually. So, for Dean Bear, for Kane, we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, our finals here are about 12:30 Central Time here in Austin, Texas. For the IRT, for the entire staff here, and for Sully, the tournament director, want to thank you for tuning in. Again, tomorrow, 12:30 on IRT Live.